What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today we're going to be doing a deep dive analysis of the brand new Pokemon Legends Arceus trailer. Hands are sweaty because I got excited looking at the map before. There we go. Left hand got me. This is going to be sort of the part 3. I always do the reaction video with immediate initial reactions, get that out as fast as possible. I sound dumb in it because I call things the wrong things, especially when it's at 9 a.m. And then we do the website trailer. If you didn't watch the website video, some of these ideas might be a little lost on you. Future Austin remembers there's gonna be a card right there. It's also gonna be on the end screen, and it's also in the playlist. I definitely recommend watching that video before we go here, if some of these concepts are lost to you. I watched back these trailers in slow motion, just so that, one, I don't get copyright claimed by the Pokemon company. Thanks, guys. And also, because of that, the sound sounds weird, so we don't have the actual trailer sound when we do these analysis videos. First thing I want to point out, this clip right here is exactly the same as what we have seen previously. So if we look back at this trailer, literally nothing has changed. None of the lighting, the shading, the ocean effects, the sky, the ground. That leads me to believe we are now in the final stages of development. They have done no additional polishing to this whatsoever. In fact, this is probably just the same clip. So now that the game is done, they're just doing some things on the back end, and now they're just getting ready to reveal more things to us. That's what I feel like this is telling us right here. In addition to us getting a cell phone very early in the game, yep, you should probably watch the website video. In addition to us getting the Arceus phone, we are also going to be getting a flute of sorts called the Celestia flute. If you guys were unaware, in Diamond and Pearl, we have the Celestic town. This is where Cynthia's mom or grandma hangs out, and there's a whole bunch of ruins and some story progression happens here. This flute is going to make it so you can summon the various ride Pokemon, Basculegion, Wardens, and Hisui Braviary. We were also told that the Wardens protect the noble Pokemon, referring to all of the good ones like Basculegion, Hisui Braviary, and the Wardens who protect the Pokemon that we have not had any information about being able to ride or anything else, including Kleavor, who we see as a frenzied noble Pokemon later on. Because I didn't have my sound on, I actually missed this fun little detail, but someone did point it out in the comment section that the Celestica or Celestia flute actually sounds a lot like the Azure flute. I think I'm saying this right. Which may also sound familiar to the beginning opening animation of Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, as this was a mystery gift event in the original games that allowed you to encounter Arceus. It's unknown at this time if there's just one song for all of the ride Pokemon, or if there is a different song for the different Pokemon. Possibly it's just going, I was on my way out the room. Possibly it's just going to be the one song, and then we see that you hit the plus button next to the ride Pokemon. So maybe the plus button allows you to choose which one that you're going to be summoning, and then you play the flute and do the little. That could be a thing. In this scene right here, this is our first time seeing the Pokeball, what we can assume is going to be the oldie style Great Ball, the Heavy Ball. This is the icon that we see for Wordr because we're currently riding it. Wordr is able to boost and Wordr is able to jump. Basculegion is confirmed able to jump. We could assume also has a boost feature. And over here, we now see the icon of the Arceus phone, which is now different from what it used to be like. It used to be a very round thing with 3 icons, but we have official confirmation that you have a cell phone in this ancient time. It would also appear that the bag icon is updated and the Pokedex icon is updated, and they look much more polished now. Here's Basculegion doing a crazy big old jump, and what we could assume might be the boost thing that it can do. We could see a Golduck in the background, and at this time it's unknown if these colorful trees serve any other purpose, if this is a special crafting ingredient, or a location that we can get apricorns. We could see Basculegion jumping out of the water. The player then focuses on the Pokemon and then throws a Pokeball. As we see in future things, you are going to be able to use ZL as the focus button, extremely similar to how Link is able to Z target things, or ZL target things, I think it's called now. But in Pokemon, it's called focus. And we could assume the focus is going to snap to whatever Pokemon is near you. While we do see that it just kind of moves around a little bit, I think it's great that you can just throw the Pokeball. Do you need to remain here, or can you just like ride away? Hisui and Braviary, it does appear as though we have full control over everywhere that it goes, not just left and right, but we're able to go up and down, which is more control than we had over Mega Latios and Mega Latias and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. But now we have full control. We could go under this arch. Love that. We now see a new item. I don't know if this has been revealed in any other crafting screen. I'm just gonna take a quick little snip of this item and keep that on the side in case we come across it again. We now then get to see all of the Wardens, including who we could assume is the first Warden you're going to meet, who is Mai, who has a Munchlax, who is very low leveled. Mai is one of the Wardens of the grasslands at the beginning of the game, and supposedly once you're done with your quest line with her, you're going to be able to get the flute and get control over riding Wurder. Mai is also the first trainer and currently the only trainer that we have seen you have a Pokemon battle with. It's been led to believe that the Wardens are some of the only people that you're going to be able to have battles with. It's still not been revealed to anyone else. Here we can see out near the sea, toward the large cove at the right side of the map, we now have Warden Iscan. And it does appear as though once you're done with your progression with him, he is going to be able to give you the flute or the specific song that's going to make it so you could ride Basculegion. Warden Leon, who is very young, apparently also a cowboy in ancient Japan. Neat. I did not notice this before. On his back, he has a pickaxe. And when I was comparing the Wardens to the gym leaders of Diamond and Pearl, I was trying to make any correlations, and while Leon does have sort of burnt autumn hair, that would lead me to believe that this person's lineage would lead to Rourke, who is the first gym leader that you battle in Orberg City in Diamond and Pearl, and they are a rock type gym leader and evolving with a mine. They wear a mine hat, stuff like that. Between the hair color and the pickaxe, and that's the only thing I have going off of that they are related. Oh, but hang on, Leon is also the Warden of Kleavor, who is a bug rock type. So him being the bug rock type and then Rourke being the rock type gym leader, we could have another connection right there. So boom, I'm led to believe that Leon is related to Rourke. Yeah, definitely played the games between the last set of videos and now. You can see in the text here, even a loyal Warden like myself can't get close enough to give any offerings now. So the Wardens need to supply food and water and things like that to the noble Pokemon. But because of an event that happened, we could assume the crazy sky stuff and the Arceus related stuff right next to the Grand Tree. But that event that's going on led Leon to not be able to do these specific things. Also, I'm noticing that there is a lot of purple light coming down, and I'm not too sure exactly why, if there's something going on with Kleavor right behind him, or what's going on with this tree, I have no idea. But there's a lot of purple, which is weird. I believe this is the only time we've seen this purple lighting, especially in the middle of the day. All right, so check this out, right? This Warden over here, all of the Wardens have this little bracelet on their wrist, right? Very reminiscent of the mega bracelets that everyone wore. Arazu. While everyone's Pokemon has been revealed, of the other three Wardens and who they are protecting, Arazu just says a certain female Pokemon. I think that was the exact term that they used. But the simple fact that her art doesn't show the bangle. I like bangle, let's go with bangle. Doesn't show the bangle, and all of these animations are preventing you from seeing the top of the bangle, leads me to believe that this is going to be another Pokemon yet to be revealed. See, we only see the sides and the bottom of the bangle. And even in this next scene here, as soon as it transitions, she's sitting on the ground. She looks somewhat defeated, or she's resting, but the text bubble is above the bangle, so we can't even see it. Very crafty. And before we get into the real fun stuff, we go over changing your outfit. Also, in every sweeping shot of this city, we get more and more detail. When comparing to the first trailer that we saw, we didn't see any NPCs present anywhere. The buildings were there and that was pretty much it. In the trailer that we had come out in the summer, we can now see that there's a whole bunch of NPCs walking around. People have lives, they're talking to each other. This has not had any graphical changes, the town has not had any graphical changes since the trailer that we saw in the summer, which again would lead me to believe that they are pretty much all set with development of some things, and now they're just polishing and giving us final details. Bug fixes mostly. And this is the crafts shop. I'm sorry, there's a lot of new terms for me to learn here. The Craftworks. Supposedly at different progression points in the game, you are going to be getting access to purchasing new crafting recipes. Oh, okay, here it is. That thing that we saw before, that's an Oranberry. It would also appear as though we have a Pokédoll, maybe, with this Clefairy right here, and a medicinal leek. Not too sure exactly what the medicinal leek does right now. We do have a fact that the purple spice is a potion, which restores 60 HP instead of 20. That's very nice. I'm starting to think that the medicinal leek is just a random item that you get just for crafting and has no immediate purpose. So probably while the Oranberry recovers 20 HP, when combined with the medicinal leek, which is just an item that serves no purpose other than crafting, you can then make a potion. Huh, that's neato. Whoa. Here we get to see a whole bunch of Pokemon. And we also are shown that instead of boxes, you're going to be given pastures. Pastures are actually little pastures inside of the city that you can go and swap your Pokemon around. And wait, hang on. Yes, okay. I have been theorizing this entire time. You are going to be having the 3 starting Pokemon are all going to be having regional forms. They're all going to have regional evolutions. Look at this page. We're on pasture page 2. There was no screen before this that showed you pasture page 1. We just appear on pasture page 2. Look at the team. Drifloon, Floatzel, Lopunny, Pachirisu, Carnivine, and Stunky. Look at the box. There is no starter on this screen. There's no starter. Why is the starter not in the party? Every single thing that we've seen, your starter has been with you in your party. We're gonna see the photo studio later, and that's very obvious there. They are not present on this screen. I'm gonna triple down on regional starter evolutions. Oh, and check this out. We get a nice view of what's going on here. So instead of original trainer, we have original partner. We have its 4 moves. I believe we have the scrolls to show you that you can change between agile and strong style. We see the different icons that, you can program yourself. We get, I think, our first look at the regional icon. Future Austin here, who was in the middle of editing, and somehow my hair is even messier. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, don't worry. I was talking about the right thing, I used the wrong word. This is called an origin mark. Origin marks have always appeared on these pages that show you the origin of a Pokemon. And they vary, and they're most notably, like if you compare Pokemon and Pokemon Bank or now Home, you would definitely see Generation 6, Generation 7, Generation 8. The Black Clover, you have these coming from the 3DS games of Sun and Moon because there were 4 different regions. The Game Boy icon is from the Virtual Consoles. The Pokemon Go icon looks like this in Pokemon Home. The Let's Go icon is a Pikachu Eevee mashup. The Galar symbol is this thing. And we've also seen the Sinnoh mark in the BDSP trailer. And now, actually, this is already updated. We have now seen the Hisuian origin mark. That's what that icon is. And in the rest of this trailer, that mark is very, very predominant. And now this one is a crazy looking thing that kind of looks like a beast ball a little bit. Oh, yeah, look at this flying icon. In the previous video that I put out, when I did the deep dive on the website, we did get our first look at the brand new map. And we see the camps. And the camps have this little icon that I theorized was a fast travel point. So if this is a camp and it has this icon, now we have confirmation that that is extremely similar to the flying type icon. That leads me to believe that yes, we will have fast travel between the different camps. There was one other thing that I was thinking about, and that was on this page as well. We have Onix. We also see Onix in the pasture screenshots in the previous video I put out. Onix evolves using an item called a metal coat. The only other Pokemon who needs to do anything with the metal coat is Scizor. And now that we have a variation of Scyther evolving to Scizor, of course we don't know what its evolution means, is there going to be a metal coat in the game? If there is a metal coat in the game, then it would make sense that we have the option to evolve into either Scizor or, why can't I remember this new Scyther's name? Kleavor. If it doesn't exist in the game, how does Onix evolve? Does Onix get a new regional form? It's ground rock, so it can't become more rock type. Maybe just pure rock? That's weird. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that we don't know yet. And there's a lot of stuff they're not going to reveal to us, like they did with with Sword and Shield. Had they had a lot of surprises for release, I feel like that's the route that we're gonna go down. Like we had no idea about like Rune or Regus or anything. Onix might fall into that same category. Also, it's the first one in this box. Why is that? Maybe Onix is going to be one of the enraged noble Pokemon or something else like that. And that is kind of drawing a parallel to the fact that Onix was the first very strong looking Pokemon that you found in the wild area. And maybe they're doing a callback to that. Or maybe, new evolution. I'm not too confident on that, but there's something up with Onix and the metal coat. Know what I mean? I'm just looking now. We have little fighting icons behind these things. And we have this little meter that goes up, and we could assume it goes between 0 and 10. And I don't know what that's about. Could this be a new way that they're calculating IVs or EVs? Here we see a little bit of trainer customizing, where we see style, color, and supposedly makeup, because this looks now like name for makeup on eyebrows. I'm Googling this. Oh, I don't like Googling makeup stuff. This is very confusing. Why are there so many words? Why are there so many blogs? Why are there so many ads? I don't want pop-ups. I'm just trying to learn the name of this thing. Oh my gosh. I don't want to thread my eyebrows. Okay, never Googling makeup again. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. We have a makeup thing on top of an eyebrow. There you go. And here we have a look at the clother. Yes, that is the name that they are using. Not a tailor, it is a clother. The person who clothes you. Are you wearing like potato sacks on your feet? And then we also get our first look at the photo studio, which is called the photography studio. Okay, nailed that one. We can see a Ponyta, you hanging out with a Pachirisu. This looks so barren right now that I have a feeling that there's going to be a bigger feature about this. Also on the website, they showed us several different things. Again, here's one of your starters. We don't see the evolution of it. Oh boy. Okay. On this screen, we have smoke bombs. We have confirmation over that. It have a little smoke poison eye cloud looking thing that allows you to sneak up on Pokemans. Only if you're concealed. The Pokemon with the red eyes are called alphas. And they're just very powerful Pokemon that you have to take down. We see the black coming around the sides, which is the indicator that the player has taken damage. We have not seen any sort of life meter, only that this paint becomes more and more on the side, and when your life is critical, then it turns red. That's the only thing we've seen so far. Here we see Baneri kicking a tree, and then a Combee pops out. Frenzied Pokemon Nobles. As we previously discussed, the Nobles are terms for all the Pokemon that you're going to be able to ride. And here, we have a neat little icon of this Pokemon with the axes. And as it's going to be revealed in just a moment here, that Pokemon is Kleavor. And actually, now that I'm looking at the silhouette of Kleavor on this sign a little bit more, I'm now almost kind of starting to think that this might be another Pokemon ride that allows us to scale cliffs. Don't quote me on that. This is like a 2% thought out thing. What the heck are these? What is that? What are these? Ancient little Bulbasaur looking things with different faces. Are these Pokemon that have yet to been revealed? We've seen something exactly like that before. Cramorant was revealed to us, but not the fish in its mouth. Are these just fun little statues similar of like the original gyms? Oh, it might be that, and this is the challenge where you have to go tame the frenzied Pokemon, and instead of having the large stone structures, we just have these little ones on top of here. So this is like a Pokemon wearing a Rabbids costume. All right, so we see the trainer walking into a very large tree area. The trainer is startled, and then we see the frenzied noble Pokemon, the frenzied Kleavor, running around, who's able to chop down trees. He is the Lord of the Woods. When a Pokemon is frenzied, they grow in size, because that's how particles work. Ant-Man taught us that. Kleavor, who, if you didn't know, is the regional evolution of Scyther, appears, covered in all yellow and glowing and crazy looking and stuff. Lord of the Woods, Kleavor. We can now also see the same starry icon that is going to be the icon that's used for the Pokemon caught in this game. This scene right here, we see a large health meter at the top. Again, is the same icon, but now stretched out very, very far. We see the right half and the left half. We see ZL is hold to focus, or Z targeting, if you're familiar with Zelda games. I hope you are, you watch my channel. And we can see down here we have Forest Balm. As we've been told before, the balms are actually created from the Pokemon's favorite food, which we do know the Pokemon's favorite food from their Pokedex entries. So my question now is part of the task before you can go against Kleavor and try to unfrenzy it, is that you have to catch a bunch of Scyther and learn Scyther's favorite foods in order to properly make these forest bombs. Also, why is there an infinite amount of them? Maybe because this is the first one that you do, you have an infinite amount, you don't have to craft them yourself? Who knows? Pokemon Company knows, I would like to know. Dude is just casually walking in. He's obviously gonna hit you. That was dumb. Send in a Pokemon and do battle. So we have learned that you just need to spam forest bombs at a frenzied Pokemon. Or you can now choose to throw out a Pokemon. And when you do throw out a Pokemon, you're also gonna have to dodge a lot. When you do throw out a Pokemon, you then initiate in a Pokemon battle. We're throwing a bomb, and you can see that it did, wow, a very small amount of damage. Or non-frenzying, I don't know. Send in a Pokemon and do battle. We did not see what button that they hit in order to go to the Pokemon. Again, only a level 16 Oshawott, it's not evolved. You're gonna throw out the Pokeball. We do get the red at the top to show that you are initiating combat. And, oh, I feel so bad. Kleavor is gonna do some super strong move. We could tell because there's a cinematic here. It used Stone Axe. I don't think that's a move that we have ever seen before. I think that's a brand new move. There is currently nothing involving the term Stone Axe. So we now have a new signature move from Kleavor called Stone Axe. Oshawott goes from 97, a lot of damage, down to 18. Kleavor is the same level. We see that Oshawott has Tackle, Aqua Jet, and Sword Stance. What? In Generation 5, when Oshawott was introduced by level 16, it should have Tackle, Tail Whip, Water Gun, Water Sport, and Focus Energy. That's it. Its most powerful water move is Water Gun, which is a special move. Oshawott's special attack is base 63, physical attack is 55. So it would make more sense that it's going to be a special attacker. But why does it have Swords Dance? Oshawott can learn Swords Dance by default at level 41. But it would appear here that we get it much, much earlier. Okay, that's interesting. We can now also see that the icons have changed for the super effective moves, and that if something is super effective, it's going to be a circle. If it's not very effective, it's going to be a triangle. Why do you get Swords Dance at level 16 or below? I mean, Oshawott's final form Samurott is kind of a split attacker, has 100 base attack, 108 base special attack, and it kind of does have a giant sword on its head. So yes, I understand the Sword Stance, but I'm still really pushing for, because this is, does it even learn Aqua Jet? Not in the generation it came out, but in the current generation, or the most recent, which is Ultra Sun and Moon, it does learn Aqua Jet by level up at level 29. I mean, it makes sense that it should learn it much earlier because that's only a power of 40. Again, physical move instead of a special. So physical, physical, and physical. We're getting a regional evolution. So we have seen the Y button, and the Y button makes it so you can see the order of attacks in a Pokemon battle. I don't think we've seen the magnifying glass. So now we see the Oshawott do an Aqua Jet, and that's going to take Kleavor down. when a frenzied noble Pokemon's health is completely depleted, it becomes stunned, and then you're able to throw more bombs at it. We could assume that this is going to be the last bomb that you throw, and then it becomes very relaxed and calmed down and stuff. And then boom, we get to see it in its regular form. Axe Pokemon Kleavor. Thanks for watching a video of me theorizing that we're getting regional evolutions for so long. At this point, I would kind of be upset if we're not. Like, why is it these 3 specific Pokemon? Are we just getting regular Samurott and Decidueye and Typhlosion? Alright guys, that is everything that we have seen in this trailer for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Between that and the website, we're learning so much, and this is turning out to actually be a pretty involved game and not just a quick, I'm gonna blow through this, and I'm looking forward to that quite a lot. Well guys, if you've enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out. Oh, tomorrow we're doing the BDSP stuff, not today. Great, bye.